Yes, that is right, Becky Lynch is being featured in yet another one of my wonderful YouTube videos, but today we're going to dive into the life of Becky Lynch and we are going to find out things that we didn't know about her. And here's a fun fact about Becky Lynch. So I know a YouTuber that lives very close to me actually, called Matthew Moore, and he used to be a wrestler himself, and he was indeed friends with Becky Lynch, and they both wrestled at the same place down south, the south of Ireland. So I have heard a little bit about what Becky Lynch was like back in the day before she rose to fame essentially. And if you're ever interested in like where I live, where I'm from, Matthew Moore is a perfect person to watch because he does daily vlogs and he goes about, well, he can't go about now because of quarantine and that, but he always, when quarantine isn't a thing, goes about and vlogs around the town doing things. And his content actually is interesting, you know. He does provide us with some good vlogs. He's also a wrestling fan, so he makes wrestling videos sometimes, and he is a big Liverpool fan as well, so I'm sure a lot of you guys will like his content if you like mine. So yeah, obviously Becky Lynch started wrestling in Ireland since that's where she is from, but now she is doing absolutely amazing. She's still the Raw Women's Champion. She's had that title for over a year. She is on top of her game right now. Like, she is in the best place she's ever been, you know. But I do want to dive into the life of Becky Lynch and just sort of learn different things about her. So this was suggested to me by, let me get it up here, Anisha Stanislas. So shout out to you. And again, if you have any other wrestler that you want me to dive into the life of, we could find more videos on them. Comment down below and I'll probably pick your suggestion. Anyway, Becky Lynch, let's see what she's all about. Let's go.
Whether she's sharing a cold one with Stone Cold Steve Austin, telling John Cena that he can't see her, or making superstars
disrespect,
Becky Lynch is one of the most influential superstars today. But how well do you know her career? Here are 30 facts about the man. Becky Lynch first coined the man nickname on October 18th, 2018. 2 days after she ruthlessly dissed Edge and Charlotte Flair on The Cutting Edge. Her admiration for her older brother helped inspire her interest in WWE. She trained at Finn Balor's wrestling school at St. Andrew's School Hall in Bray, County Wicklow in Ireland in 2002.
That must have been where it was.
She was 15 years old at the time, but claimed to be 17 so she could enroll.
That must have been the same wrestling school that Matthew Moore went to. And I also didn't know that Becky Lynch had a brother who apparently sort of got her into the wrestling industry. So if it wasn't for him, she may have never even knew wrestling was a thing.
She retired from wrestling after suffering an injury during a tour in Germany in September 2006.
Oh my god.
Several jobs before finally
she retired. She retired before even getting to WWE. She must have just been able to come back and keep grinding, and she finally got there.
WWE in 2013. Those jobs: waitress, personal trainer, pizza chef, stunt double for the TV show Vikings,
oh wow,
and 2.5 years as a flight attendant.
She's had a lot of jobs.
In 2011, Becky returned to the wrestling industry as a manager for Paige and her mother, Saraya Knight.
That is so
weird.
She was
25 years old when she had her WWE tryout in Birmingham, England. She received a contract afterwards.
Okay.
She reached out to Robbie Brookside for the tryout. Becky was nearly fired in 2014 before making her NXT debut.
No way.
But the incomparable Dusty Rhodes encouraged Becky, rebuilding her confidence. She ultimately debuted in NXT on June 26, 2014 by defeating Summer Rae.
Nearly got fired. What?
Is a staple of the man's arsenal. She debuted the submission hold with a win on the February 25th, 2015 episode of NXT.
Great finisher.
Becky debuted on Raw as a part of Team PCB with Charlotte Flair and Paige.
I've heard about that.
Her first pay-per-view victory came with PCB at SummerSlam 2015 when she pinned Brie Bella in a 3-team elimination match. In the 2016 WWE brand extension draft, Becky was the first woman superstar selected by SmackDown.
Number 1.
At Backlash 2016, Lynch won a 6-pack challenge to become the first SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh, she was the first?
The title 3 times.
Unreal.
Becky carried the Raw Women's Championship from WrestleMania 35 to 36. She captured both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships at WrestleMania 35. The man is one of only 2 superstars to win 2 separate titles in the main event of WrestleMania. The other is the Ultimate Warrior, who ended WrestleMania 6 as WWE and Intercontinental Champion.
That's
Lynch is
wild.
the first woman to win in the main event of
this
the
was
shows.
definitely her
Lynch said in
best
November
moment.
2016 on Unfiltered with Renee Young that one of her career goals was to main event WrestleMania.
And she did.
She is the only superstar to pin Ronda Rousey during the Rowdy One's
That's
WWE
true.
career. Lynch was originally scheduled to face Rousey at Survivor Series 2018 until Nia Jax injured her face on an episode of Raw before the event.
Tut tut
The moment
tut.
of her celebrating in the crowd immediately became iconic.
Yeah, I was just about to say that just became iconic. If Nia didn't get
Becky
her
won the second
bloody,
ever
then
Women's
it
Royal
wouldn't be
Rumble
the
match
same.
to earn her main event opportunity at WrestleMania 35. She was not initially in
She's
the
done
match,
so
but took
much.
the place of an injured Lana. The year before, the man kicked off the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match in 2018, entering as the second entrant with Sasha Banks as the first. Becky and Seth Rollins got engaged in August 2019, not long after the couple teamed together at Extreme Rules 2019 to defeat Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin before he became King Corbin. In 2019, Lynch became the first woman to grace
She
the
actually
cover
has
of the
achieved
WWE
so
2K
much.
video game series.
Smart.
Lynch is an avid CrossFitter. She's also a big fan of the band Pearl Jam.
Pearl
And
Jam?
before any
Okay.
big match, she also journals about her goals and plans for the match.
Oh.
So that was our list. What do you
Imagine
think?
getting access to Becky Lynch's journal. I would sell for a few bucks. Anyway, that is it for the 30 facts you didn't know or you need to know about Becky Lynch. And I definitely knew some of them, you know. A lot of it, he was kind of going over her major accomplishments. And it does make you think Becky Lynch has done so well for herself since she was nearly fired in 2014. She had to retire in 2006, but she ended up sticking with it. And eventually she won the Royal Rumble, main evented WrestleMania, won 2 championships in the main event of WrestleMania, was on the cover of the video game 2K20, like, what? And it just goes to show there's probably a wrestler right now that no one knows about that's kind of working their way up to the top, and one day in a few years' time they are going to be like a superstar, you know, main eventing WrestleMania, doing all the things that Becky's done, but we just don't know that yet. Like, maybe there's someone out there that's just got fired and they're like, okay, well, I've been fired, but you know what, I'm not going to let that stop me, I'm going to keep going, and they're eventually going to make it to the top. I mean, that is the thing with wrestling, it never dies, right? So there's always more people working their way up to the top to take over when this generation gets old, you know? It's just an ongoing cycle. And I know there are a few wrestlers that watch my videos that are on the independents and they're working their way up, and they're working their way up, and they're sick. And they are working their way up to the top as well. Oh my god. I've lost it. I've actually lost it. That was a mad botch right there. So I reckon there's a few wrestlers watching this video that one day will be in WWE and will be killing the game. 100%. In fact, I know this guy called Gavin Glass on Instagram, and I've seen a few clips of him wrestling, and he is looking phenomenal, to be fair. So I know he watches my videos, and I can tell that he is going to be something special one day. Oh damn! That's him out like a light. Oh, or not. Look at this. Oh mate. Oh, that's class. Look at him go. Oh. Oh. But you see, you can just tell, like, he's really fast, and his kicks and knees there were incredible. Very accurate and very stiff, you know. But anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it for my reaction to the 30 things you didn't know about Becky Lynch. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.